Welcome back to Northtown Center as the anthems wrap up and teams have their collective huddles around their net. Round 2 of Pride at Beauts today. We saw the Beauts build a 3-1 lead yesterday evening, only to be beaten 4-3 in overtime by this cream of the crop in the NWHL, the Boston Pride. Justin, you mentioned they find ways to get theirs, and they did. It's just almost like they had to wait out until it happened for them.
Yeah, they found a way, and they did it without any point production from their top two players. Yesterday McKenna Brand and Jill Dempsey held pointless, which is I think that's probably the first time that's happened this season.
Just taking a look at our goaltenders here.
Yeah, we have Solander as a starter, but that is not the case, it seems.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way. That's why I'm doing the double check here, doing a little check of the notes. Tiffany Sue in net for the Beauts, making her debut. We're just going to check a roster here to see who's in the goal for the Pride. Checking here with Nate Oliver, the Beauts PR director, who should have a player for us. All right, top line out for the Pride, and the third line out, it is Victoria Hansen in goal for the Pride. So both teams making a goaltending change. Pride come up with the puck off the draw. Sending it up the middle is Putinha forechecking. Puck ends up right back out on the stick of Fratkin. She tries to come near side to Kelly, and the puck goes off the boards. Bowering on the backhand tries to find Sheriff with no luck. Puck goes far boards. Kim Brown trying to chop it in with no luck, but now Bowering lugs over the blue line. Bowering's in the corner with support from Sheriff. Kelly poke checking away at the puck. Sheriff trying to come up with it. Fratkin on the backhand sends it up the boards. And this does get out. Here's a chance for Dempsey over to Brand. Brand in over the line. Tries to center to Dempsey, but a good stick in the lane there took that pass away. And the Beauts clear the zone and make some changes. Pride sending it back up the middle. Dempsey trying to get speed. That's offside as McKenna Brand got over the blue line before she could retrieve that pass that got slowed down. And we'll have a face-off outside the Beauts zone.
Now you always see a 2-on-1 here from Brand and Dempsey. But a nice breakup there by Chermova. You just got to be wary of letting them get 2-on-1s because as Peltier got caught in the zone.
Right out of the gate here, Kirschberger taken down to the ice. Official at the back end of the ice gets the call. We have a trip. And it'll be Tori Sullivan who sits for tripping up Kirschberger. Stick was stuck between her skates, and the Beauts get an early power play here, less than 1 minute into the game.
Yeah, sometimes your stick gets tied up, but as I say, you're responsible for your own stick. So here we are, both Beauts in the first power play in the first minute.
So top unit out there, Bowering, Bowie, Kersey, Peltier, and Chermova. Puck goes behind the net, Bowering on her backhand. She gets taken down as well, no penalty there. Kersey works the half wall on the near side boards, drops it for Chermova, strong on the puck. Bowering on the near side boards. Hacking away at it, Kersey comes up with it at the right point, sends it over to Peltier. Peltier back to Kersey. Kersey working the point now as they got a little shifted around, and they reset. Bowering down low to Chermova, who's down low at the goal line. Chermova tries a centering pass. It's intercepted, and the Pride break it out. 2-on-2 back the other way. Good poke check there by Peltier, and she comes up with the puck. That was a clean dispossession there. Bowering cycles back into her own end and finds Chermova. Chermova feeds Bowie, who's in over the line. Guillen gives chase as the Beauts power play unit makes some changes. Guillen loses the puck along the near side boards. Pride try to backhand it out. That does beat Bustad, and here's a chance now. In over the line. Shot on Tiffany Sue taken, and that is saved. Sorry, that was Emily Fluke on the breakaway. I had to check my notes for that quickly. Fluke, and a nice save there by Sue. Her first action, a shorthanded save. Here's Stacy out for her first shift. Sends it behind the net to Guillen. Guillen back to Brooke Stacy, but it's in her skates. That's hacked off the boards and down the ice with 40 seconds to go as Sarah Bustad goes back. Tiffany Sue sets it up for her behind the Beauts net. Bustad takes a look at what's in front of her, feeds it near side. Klimasova hits the skate of McPherson. It goes over the line on an unintentional dump in, but the Pride are going to come up with it and break right back out with speed. It's Dempsey to Brand. Looking for offense here as Brand and Dempsey are on the ice. Brand's centering pass broken up by Bustad. Klimasova trying to get it out. Check that, Brooke Stacy. And on her backhand sends it back. And the Beauts' first power play will not be successful here as 3 seconds tick off. The final 3 seconds tick off. Sheriff chips it along the boards. but Sullivan right out of the box comes up with it and sends it right back in. Bustad behind the net, chips it around the boards to Sheriff once again. Sheriff can't come up with it, but Bowering does, and she gets it down the ice. Pride resetting in their own end with Bowering forechecking. Sheriff breaks up a pass in the neutral zone. Sheriff just got clipped up high. Play's called offside, though. Good play by Sheriff to break up that puck just enough to put the Pride offside.
Yeah, it was, Sheriff again. So yesterday, too, she's a humongous pest, a thorn of the sides, if you will, of the Boston Pride. And the Boston Pride have a nice regroup to neutral zone, and Sheriff's going to break it up because of the offside play.
Off the face-off, the Pride are offside again, but not called that time. Sullivan does tag up now. Here's Taves, sent back up. That puck goes to Lang. Mastel sending it back in. Nope, carries it in and now sends it deep. She's checked by Bowie. Orzechowski trying to go behind the net. It doesn't get there. Puck's out front. They whack away at it. Cleared to the blue line, but not out. There's a deflection, looking for a deflected shot maybe taken there by Mastel, but it didn't get there. And the Beauts come up with it and look to send it out. Still no luck, though. Taves comes up with it. Acursi steals it away and will finally clear the zone for the Beauts. Acursi gains center ice and dumps it in, and the Beauts will make changes. Hansen sets it up behind her net. Mastel looking near side. Peltier read it but couldn't quite break it up, and now Sullivan chips it in over the line. Ruggiero on the back check, rings it around behind her own net. And as mentioned now, we see Stacy, Ruggiero, and Guillen out there. We said that second line might see some personnel groupings. Ruggiero in over the line with Guillen, and it's McPherson out there who tries to whack it through the neutral zone. Here come the Beauts with a 3-on-2 back the other way. Guillen centers it. McPherson on her backhand gets checked at the last minute, and the puck goes behind the net. Chermova was in the middle, and now she's caught. Guillen on the back check, giving chase to Wassilk. Wassilk sends it in behind the net. Peltier tries to get there and does to chip it around the boards and get it away. That shot's taken from the point. Peltier wisely lets that one go wide. If she'd have deflected that, that could have been some trouble. McPherson gains center ice and dumps it in, and the Beauts are happy to change again. Pride coming in waves here. Beauts just getting it down the ice enough to make a change. That long pass is intercepted by Bustad, who turns it over. She fanned on the pass. In over the line is Putinha. She goes behind the net, tries to center, but is dispossessed by Kirschberger. Another strong game for Kirschberger, who made her debut in the lineup yesterday. Kirschberger lugs through the neutral zone. Beauts sending it in deep again, but finally can get a forecheck going because they're not due for a line change quite yet. Pride sent it right back out. Dempsey in over the line with speed. Shooting Sue with a glove save, and she holds on to it. Good first look at a real chance for Sue, and she was up to the challenge.
Yeah, first big shot there for Sue, and she snagged it right out of the air, no problem. You know me, I like to mention the goalie's pads here. I'm kind of a gearhead. I love Sue's setup there with the crown on the left pad and the buffalo on the right pad. That looks sharp.
Off the face-off, there's a shot taken, but it doesn't get through. Fratkin might have let that one go. That was Rowe. Check that, the game-winning overtime. The overtime game winner off the stick of Rowe yesterday. That puck squirted to the left of Tiffany Sue. She pounces on it and holds on for a whistle.
And she likes to she has to hang on to the puck and get the whistle for her team, as opposed to someone like Fujibugari who has to catch that puck, get the puck right back in play. So like a goal like a nice slow game here.
Also probably trying to keep everything slow in her first action. That shot's knocked down out front. Good play there by Dempsey to dispossess the puck right out in front. And the Pride still showing some offensive pressure. Dempsey goes down on her own there, and the Beauts get a chance to break out. Sheriff sends it in deep. Brown thought about giving chase on the forecheck, but the Beauts keeping shifts short so far. Putinha being checked by Bowie. That puck is up for grabs in the Pride zone, but it makes it all the way back to Rowe, who centers it to Dempsey. This is a long shift for the Pride. Dempsey sending it over to Brand. Brand shooting, save made there by Sue. A good job to look that puck right into her chest and freeze it down once again.
Talk just a bit about how Brand likes to, cut off, take the wing on her offhand and cut into the slot real quick. And you saw it there. She likes to get into the danger scoring opportunity.
One quick move from McKenna Brand, and she buys herself a lot of room, time and space to shoot. That point shot's deflected on the way through. Sue makes the save, and the rebound ends up behind the net. Beauts looking to break out of their own end is Klimasova. Bowie and Klimasova couldn't quite get it out. That puck ends up back on the pads of Tiffany Sue, and for the third or fourth time in a row, Sue freezes the puck. Some choppy play here. Beauts can't quite clear the zone, but Sue just keeps slowing things down.
Well, it's good that your team's kind of scrambling right now. They don't get as composed as they did yesterday, so she sees that. She senses it as a goalie, and she's trying to slow the game down for her team right now.
Off the face-off, a shot from Bender doesn't get through. Beauts still trying to clear the zone, and now they might finally get a chance to, and they do. Stacy sent it to Guillen. Guillen feeding it to Ruggiero. That shot doesn't get through. I'm sorry, it might have been McPherson, not Ruggiero on the far side. Chermova pinching all the way down from the point. Guillen covering up, and she'll pinch in from the point. And Aaron Guillen with time winds, takes a slap pass instead. That was tried to be centered by Stacy, but broken up and read well by the Pride, and the Beauts will have to reset. Bustad puts a pass into the skates, and now the Pride coming back the other way with two skaters. Fratkin on the backhand sends it in. That's Fluke, not Fratkin. Check that. Pride sent back to the neutral zone, and they reset. With room to work, they decide to carry it right back in. In over the line, Kirschberger trying to keep with her check, and the puck ends up in the corner for Putinha. Putinha sends it to the point. Skating to the middle, that shot's deflected, and they score! A great point shot there, gets deflected on the way through. And just like that, the Pride have struck first. And it looks like Dempsey had the deflection out front on a shot taken from the point.
A nice smart shot there by Fratkin through traffic, and I don't think Sue ever saw it. Hits a body in front. Dempsey gets a piece of it, goes in the net. Here we are, 1-0 Boston Pride.
Boston so far, you would say, deserved that goal the way they've played, just kind of coming in waves and keeping strong on the forecheck. They've controlled most of the puck so far this period, which is less than ideal for the Beauts, but it's what the Pride would want to do in any game for that matter. And the Pride take a 1-0 lead on a deflected point shot. With 12:20 to play here in period number 1, it's 1-0 Boston. Pride looking to rush right back in again. It's Putinha. She drives out wide. Skarbowski there to take out her check and a poke check. Puck comes out front. Candace Sheriff on the backhand sends it to the far side. Chipped in by Kim Brown, and the Beauts will make a change again. Still keeping shift short. It's unfortunate they haven't been able to chase after their dump-ins on any of these forechecks. This is going to be called no icing because it did get very close to MJ Peltier at the blue line, and she let it go. But now Peltier resets behind her own net, finds a Kersey who drops it for Bowie. Bowie rings it in along the boards. Klimasova giving chase on the far side, comes up with it but can't quite play it. It jumped off her stick, and the Pride send it right back out. Beauts are offside and have to tag up as a Kersey does. That pass is sent up the boards by Putinha to Sullivan, who drops it back once again to Rowe. Pride's offside here, can't quite touch the puck, and we do have a whistle for offside now.
So Beauts playing a pretty simple game today, just trying to cross the red line and get pucks deep, a little dump and chase going on here.
At some point, though, they're going to need to forecheck after them. They continually do that at the end of their shift and head to the bench, and it's just allowing the Pride to break out of their own end uncontested. Puck sent around the near side boards. Into the skates of Wolfeiler, tries to get it out. Oh, Wolfeiler. Sullivan dumps Bowie along the board. Just a coincidental contact there, though. Puck's played back to Peltier. She shoots, and it's knocked down by Hansen. First look at the net for the Beauts in a while. And here come the Pride breaking out of their own end. Puck is broken up here. Off the boards, looking for a Kersey, but too far for her as Chermova tried to find her on a breakout pass. Beauts make a wholesale change. Ruggiero, McPherson, and Guillen out there now. Pride are not off. Oh, they are offside. Didn't see the official's arm up for offside, but that's the right call as the Pride got a little bit scrambly at the blue line and ended up offside.
He just got a little ahead of the puck there. Beauts are really allowing a lot of space in the neutral zone today here, where they weren't doing that yesterday. They're playing a really tight game. They're allowing a lot more respect to the Boston Pride here today, which is interesting to see.
Off the draw, the Beauts get sent back into their own end and send it up the boards with Bustad trying to find Guillen, but can't quite get there, and the Pride immediately sending it right back out again. Puck's knocked out of the air by Wasilk, and Guillen comes up with it. Guillen looks to center, but nobody there as McPherson was driving the net. Puck is taken behind the net by Bender, but the forecheck of the Beauts come up with the puck centered out front. Hansen didn't see it, but managed to get a pad on it, and we have the net off its moorings. We've seen this net be the culprit before. Official blows the whistle. The net off the moorings caused by Hansen, which will mean that there is a face-off to her left in the Pride zone.
This is a right post again. We see it time and time again here in this rink. Luckily, they waited until the Pride had the puck before they blew the whistle.
Puck's down for the face-off. Pride win it. Bender rings it all the way around the boards and out. Brand chips it ahead to herself. And over the line, takes the shot. Saved by Sue. No rebound there. Good job by Sue to keep that puck right in front of her. takes the glove off and grabs the puck with her bare hand to hand to the official.
He's not a really aggressive pinches so far out of the Buffalo Beauts. It's causing some opportunities for the Boston Pride. It's still early on in this game, and that's something we're going to tighten up. You don't want to allow Boston Pride those kind of opportunities, especially someone like Jillian Dempsey.
And you're leaving a forward out front. That shot has hit Sue off her left pad. You end up with a forward playing cover-up at the point, and that might be less than ideal in a rush situation the other way. Here comes Patiño in over the line. Backhand carries to her forehand. Patiño shoots. Sue makes the save, and it's in the net. Might have been tapped in on the rebound there by Dempsey on the back door. Or did the rebound just squirt through by Patiño? It looks like Patiño's taking credit for the goal, so it might have just squeaked through Sue there. And the Pride up 2-0 with 9:43 to go in period one.
It was like a shot to the upper, the short side corner there on Sue. Then she got a piece of it, but she got kind of her body turned. So it's like it just bounced down, took a weird bounce off her shoulder to the net. It's unfortunate about it. It had a weird angle on that. But, yeah, Patiño with the goal.
Off the face-off, the Beauts do win the draw. Peltier in her own end sends it to Chermova. Chermova spins on her backhand now. Some intense forechecking here by the Pride, and they do force a turnover. Here's Peltier to break it out through the neutral zone. Nice play there by Akersi to leave the puck for Klimasova. Akersi's shot gets knocked down by Wren out front. Bowie giving chase on the forecheck. But once again, the Pride just gather the puck with Taves and send it right out. Lang driving the net. Shot knocked down by Sue. Rebound is loose out front. The Beauts come up with it, and there will be a penalty here. A trip out front. With 9:06 to go, the Pride will head to a power play. We'll have immediate timeout. We'll be back after this. Pride 2, Beauts 0. First period. Lenka Chermova called 2 minutes for roughing. Just looked like she was trying to clear the front of the net as things got a little scrambly on that rebound.
Well, I just talked about the Beauts making a lot of aggressive pinches, and Chermova made a pinch there in the offensive zone. Got beat for 2-1 here on the way, and the other one ultimately comes back and hauls down Kelly for Sullivan, I'm sorry.
Off the face-off, they battle on the far side half wall. It's Kirschberger. And now the Pride are set up. Puck comes near side to Kelly. Kelly sends it to Fratkin. Fratkin winds, doesn't shoot, sends it to Dempsey, who scored the first goal for the Pride today. Dempsey sending it back to Brand. Brand turning around, gaining some room with that cut to the middle. Saved by Sue. Rebound. Sue's over there for yet another save. Puck's down on the ice. Beauts trying to get it out. We might have a hand pass here called against the Beauts. I saw the lineswoman make a symbol for a hand pass there, but this would be another hand pass in the defensive zone, which is a legal play, so I don't understand.
There's a scoring change on the first goal, and the goal's now been awarded to Jillian Dempsey.
Face off to Sue's right is won by the Pride. It's Bender. Sends it to Mastel. Back to Bender. Sends it all the way to the near face-off circle to Sullivan, who's looking back door, but Sheriff did a good job to get in that passing lane, and the Beauts get it out. This is not going to make it all the way down the ice, but some changes are made. Beauts are actually able to change all four skaters. Back to the neutral zone with speed is Sullivan, looking back to the point, finds Mastel. Mastel sends it over to Bender. Bender back to Mastel up top, winds, doesn't shoot. Brings it near side to Sullivan. Sullivan sending it down to the goal line. Puck comes back up top now. Puck's with Mastel. Sends it to the half wall. Sent down low, centered out front. Sue checks that away. Bustad comes up with it but won't get it out. Mastel's got it again. Mastel working to the middle of the blue line. Fakes the shot. Passes it to Sullivan. Sullivan down to the goal line once again. Puck comes back up top. Mastel, one-timer, goes wide. Looking for the deflection out front there was Lang, and a good save by Sue on the rebound that came off the boards. Mastel again, the Pride are just having their way on this power play. Full minute and 40 seconds so far essentially sent on the attack. That puck goes up high, hits Sue, I believe, in the mask, and she holds on to it for a whistle.
And Sue standing tall here for her team and faced a lot of hard shots here in this penalty kill. Let's bring in the fans here tuning in on twitch.tv since NWHL. Thanks for tuning in. Who are you rooting for today? Let's see, share those emotes in the chat. If you don't have emotes, subscribe to the channel so you can get them. I believe it's the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Support the channel.
Here's Rowe, the game-winning goal scorer from last night's game. This is a third different defensive pairing on this power play for the Pride. Puck centered out front. That hits a leg out front as Patiño tried to shoot that. Here's Fratkin with a shot. Look out. bodies flying out in front of the net, but that shot didn't end up on net, and now the Beauts have a chance breaking out of their own end. It's a Kersey with speed. Chermova driving the backside of the post. Kersey hauled down for no reason. We will have a penalty coming up here to Fratkin. Peltier comes up with the puck, and the Beauts have a chance for a 6-on-5. Peltier comes up with it. I'm surprised they didn't call that possession by Dempsey. Beauts resetting with a power play coming, and now the whistle goes. And we have another power play coming up here. This time it will be for the Beauts. Didn't get much going on their first power play, but they'll want to get something going here.
We talk about a Kersey in her fearless game, and she doesn't matter how many players are in front of her. She's catching the two Pride forwards and draws a penalty as Fratkin pushes her down from behind there in front of the net. Yeah, it should be like yesterday. The Beauts had a hard time getting into the zone and getting set up, and then even when they're set up, they had a hard time maintaining possession. So we'll see if this is something they can figure out today.
Off the draw, the Pride win the draw and try to send it down the ice. With a second effort, McPherson with a great job to cover up at the blue line and hold it in. Guillen sends it down low on the backhand, but that puck was acquired immediately by Bender and sent up the boards. Here's a chance out front. That puck was deflected with Brooke Stacy trying to get a rebound. What a play by Klimasova at the blue line to keep the puck in, and the Beauts are still set up. Here's McPherson on the backhand, buys herself some room. What a toe drag there. McPherson walking in, shooting, save, rebound. Hansen fishes for it and finds it. What a move by McPherson to toe drag that puck through and give herself space in the slot.
What an individual effort there by McPherson. It's something we haven't seen out of her at all this year, but put on an absolute clinic out there, using players as decoys, and what a toe drag to totally bit a pylon out of the
Pride
defender and just get a really strong chance on net.
Top unit out there for the Beauts now. We'll see if they can get anything going. Bowering has a Kersey out front. Looking at Chermova. Bad pass there by Bowering. Easily picked off. And now it's Fluke with time and space to send it down the ice. Deflected in by Raspa. And the Beauts will set up again behind their own net. It's Peltier. Peltier so good at breakouts. Finding Bowering, but Bowering turns it over. But the Beauts do break it out now. Puck is with a Kersey who couldn't quite settle it down. She drops it back to Bowering. Here's a shot from Peltier. She scores! MJ Peltier putting it on net from a very similar spot as yesterday. Not sure if it was deflected on the way through. It looks like it may have been by Corinne Bowie. And Peltier doing the same thing we saw her do yesterday, shooting to the far post. But Bowie might have been there to either tap in a rebound. It might have been a rebound or a deflection as Bowie takes credit for the goal. But either way, the Beauts will be very happy to have a power play goal and make this 2-1.
Yeah, Peltier brings it coast to coast, gets the puck down near the end and puts it, to the far left side of the net. The Beauts, this is the first season the Beauts don't have Emily Falzer. But Peltier reminds me a lot of Emily Falzer, and she really came in and filled that void very well for the Buffalo Beauts.
The all-time leading scorer for a defenseman in a season, MJ Peltier.
I think with that goal, it puts her in now she's first in Beauts scoring 4 goals, 12 assists.
Very impressive for MJ Peltier. Congrats on the season she's having. Off the draw, Guillen took a shot that Hansen held and got a whistle. That shot by Peltier is knocked down. Pride do chip it out over the boards, but a good job by Chermova to read that and cover up because Peltier was beat as she tried to pinch, but a real good job by Lenka Chermova to read that play. Peltier up and off the glass trying to find Ruggiero. They do get it out, but it's sent right back in by Mastel. And the Beauts now send it back to the neutral zone. Guillen tries to deflect that one. They couldn't get it deep enough for a change. Puck ends up out of play, and the Beauts will make a change now. 4:58 to go in period number 1.
Yeah, let's talk about a bit about how Peltier's been an absolute juggernaut for this team this year. She's the quarterback the entire breakout most of the time. She's on a power play, quarterback's the power play to the point. She's been absolutely a great player for this team this season.
They call her Mighty Mouse. This play looked offside, but isn't called that by the lineswoman. So we're now behind the net with Sue leaning to her right, watching 4 skaters jam at the puck. Orzechowski comes up with it and sends it to Bowering. Bowering up and off the glass, looking for Sheriff, and it does just get out over the blue line. Sent right back in by Kelly. That's a hit by Bowering. That's going to be a penalty as Bowering took out Kelly at the blue line. Pride looking to center it. Puck is acquired by the Beauts, and the Pride will head back to the woman advantage with 4:25 to go in period number 1.
A little scramble on the boards there. Bowering came in this just kind of fell into the player. It looked worse than it was, but here we go. Beauts on shorthanded again. See if they kill off another one. They put a really strong penalty kill the first time around where Sue looked very strong.
Bowering came in a little hot there, maybe with a little bit too much speed, and a definite penalty along the boards. Draw to Sioux's left. Fratkin sends it back to the half wall, gets it back. It's Brand over there, and Fratkin playing catch. Brand has it, cuts to the middle. On her forehand, comes all the way to the near side. Centered out front to Putinha. They center it. What a great passing play by the Pride, and they score. What a beautiful play there as Brand brings it to the near side, sends it to Putinha, who quickly sends it across crease, and Dempsey has her second goal of the game. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a really great passing play, and really tight quarters too. And maybe the Beauts a little too lax on the forward front of the net there. As Gein was the body in front of the net there, maybe a little too lax on the Pride forward to put it home.
And gave Brand way too much time to skate that puck all the way from the far side boards to the near side. Brand had all day to do what she wanted with that puck. A beautiful goal by the Pride. Only took 15 seconds on the power play to score. Beauts sent it in deep. Klimasova's in a puck battle. Kersey tried to send it out front, but it was intercepted, and the Pride bringing it back with speed. Here's Brand. We mentioned that the Pride's top line might not have done much yesterday, but their presence has already been felt so far today as they've accrued two of the three goals by the top line, I believe, so far. And here they are pressuring yet again. It's Brand. A very similar move as last time, but that shot she took goes wide. Puck sent behind the net is Dempsey giving chase on Bustad, who tries to chip it up and out. That puck's deflected, but still not out. Now it's sent to the neutral zone, but immediately grabbed by Jenna Rowe and sent back over the line. Pride are offside and will have to tag up. It's Bowie. Bowie sending it in from center ice, puts it on goal. Not a bad idea. Hansen knocks it off to the side as Kim Brown gave chase on the forecheck. Sent in there by Bowering, and she'll give chase. Bowering looking to apply some pressure behind the net on Wren, who sends it around the boards. Pride sent it right back to the middle. Peltier shooting it right back in, and three Beauts forwards give chase onto the forecheck. Sheriff trying to come up with it, but can't, right through the neutral zone, and Peltier once again in the neutral zone. Has to wait for her teammates to tag up. She does. Good patience by Peltier. Good move now down into the corner, and now she's being checked by Wren and tied up along the boards. Looks to lose the puck. Battle ensues. Four women jamming at the puck. Bowering sends it to Peltier. Bad angle shot goes behind the net. Chermova finds it at the far point. Chermova just trying to keep it in. Ends up right on the stick of a Boston Pride defender. Bowering looping around, switching with Peltier, who kicks it up to her stick. Peltier looking out front. Rebound on the backhand. Bowering can't quite get good wood on that stick. And the net comes off the mooring once again. A good chance there for the Beauts. Derailed by the net coming off the mooring.
Yeah, those tough angle shots can be pesky. You know, they're not dangerous, but they can hit a pad in a weird way, and that puck bounces right up front, as it did. And their bodies in front, the Beauts just couldn't get a stick on it. But whenever you don't have a chance, you know where to go to, you don't want to turn it over, it's not a terrible play. Just turn around and throw it on net no matter the angle. You never know.
We even saw Bowie put it on net from center ice. What do you have to lose? And it ended up being just as good as a dump in as Hansen knocked it into the corner anyway. Four women battling for it along the boards in the corner. Stacy comes up with it for a moment, backhands it, but it's intercepted by Taves. Taves on the backhand finds Sullivan, and the Pride break out of their own end. Sullivan has Lang in front of her, but elects to dump it in, and Kirschberger goes back to grab the puck for the Beauts. Kirschberger off the back of her own net to Bustad, who turns, shugs off a check, cuts to the middle, and a nice breakout move by Bustad. Sarah Bustad over the line. Oh, tried to put it right through the nutmeg there, but just lost the puck there, and now the Beauts have to get back. McPherson trying to cover up as well as the rush comes the other way. Shot right into the stomach of Sioux. Good job standing her ground, making the save, and holding on to the puck.
Yeah, you mentioned hold on to the puck. Big play there, hold on to the puck, as there were a couple of Boston Pride forwards there attacking the net, you know, looking for that big juicy rebound, but it wasn't there.
Another pinch by the Beauts, as you mentioned. That was Bustad. She tried to nutmeg the left wing, and it didn't work out, and it ended up going right off the skate, and instead went the other way for a rush. Would have been a great play if it got through. Chermova digging at the puck along with Bowering. Peltier coming up with it, and a penalty coming up here to the Beauts. 1:26 to go in the first. We have a penalty coming up here to Buffalo. Boston back to the power play. Last time taking only 15 seconds to score on the woman advantage.
So it's just the speed and skill here for the Boston Pride, you know, drawing a penalty. Bowie got caught, got flat-footed and tried to pick up for it and got a penalty drawn on it right there. Teammates were high sticking, it looks like.
Face off to Sioux's left. Beauts come up with it. Peltier rings it along the boards. Sheriff gets it and fires it all the way down the ice. better start to this penalty kill than the last one for the Beauts. Here come the Pride back. It's Dempsey. Dempsey looks like she's playing so fast today, even faster than yesterday so far. Puck ends up back out over the blue line. Fratkin couldn't get there in time to hold it in. Fratkin to Kelly. Kelly almost turns it over. Some good forecheck of Pride there by Sheriff. Puck ends up in center ice. Sheriff deflects it once again. Putinha sending it in high in the air to the far side boards. McPherson comes up with it, chips it off the glass. It's off a skate, but doesn't get out. Good job there by Fratkin to get that puck in, and she drives to the middle, but didn't get the pass. Puck ends up at the point now. Comes near side to Kelly to Fratkin. Fratkin jumps over her stick and out over the blue line. And now the Pride will have to tag up. Fratkin sends it near side to Kelly. Kelly dumping it in from center ice. Some changes coming now for the Pride on the power play. 18 seconds to go in period one. And the Beauts much obliged to dump it down the ice as the Pride make their changes. Enough time for one more rush with 10 seconds to go in the period. Sullivan in over the blue line. Sullivan looking to the net on the forehand. 3 seconds now, 2-1. Sullivan sends it out front. The puck is loose, sitting out in front. The Beauts do come up with it and clear it away, but the period had ended. So a good, strong start for the Boston Pride. A 3-1 lead. 1 goal from Beauts captain Corinne Bowie, but 3 goals for the Pride. We have a score of 3-1 Pride after 1, and they'll enjoy a power play for 33 more seconds. More after a short break. We'll be back to break down period 1 and get you ready for period 2 right after this. Welcome back to Northtown Center, where the Boston Pride break out to a 3-1 lead over the Beauts and also enjoy a 15-7 lead in shots on goal. What'd you see in the first period, Justin?
You know, we talked a little bit earlier about Dempsey and Brand held pointless, yesterday. In the first period alone, they're combined for 3 points. Dempsey 2 goals and Brand with an assist. So, they knew that they didn't get a point yesterday, and they're out there to get their own, and they're getting them, and they look on fire today. They're just getting around out there that the hair is on fire, but the Beauts are playing much differently than they did yesterday, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not looking as aggressive. They're not able to break out of their own end as much. It's kind of a both and. Boston's playing with speed, especially that top line. You're watching them rip through the neutral zone. Dempsey's just putting her head down and flying through the neutral zone with the puck, and the Beauts aren't doing much to stop it. They're not congesting the middle like they did yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about them being aggressive on the pinch, but that's the wrong kind of aggressive, in my opinion, because they're getting beat on the pinches and allowing a lot of 2-on-1s on Sioux in their first NWHL game. But yesterday they're playing a lot more aggressive, in-your-face style hockey, really in-their-face defensively, tight gaps, and they're putting the puck in the zone, and they were pressuring the Boston Pride defenders hard with the puck, and they're causing turnovers, and that's not happening today. And they don't seem to have the jump in their step that they did yesterday. So hopefully they got Coach Pete Parham kind of got in their heads there in the second period, in the first intermission, and you get to see a little more spark out of them this period. Your
scoring summary in the first period at 7:26, an even strength goal from Jillian Dempsey with assists from Kaylee Fratkin and Christina Putinha. And then 10-17, about 3 minutes later at even strength, the Pride score again. This time it's Putinha from Lauren Kelly. The Buffalo responds on a shot from MJ Peltier that gets tipped in by Corinne Bowie on the power play. That came at 14:27, and a minute and a half later at 15:50, Boston scoring on the power play themselves. A beautiful passing play by Brand and Putinha and Dempsey to connect with a bingo, their whole top line there, and to build that 3-1 lead. So we'll have to see if Buffalo can come out with a little bit more energy here in period 2. What'd you see from Tiffany Sue in her first NWHL action this year?
She looks very technically sound, and she's very strong laterally. She gets over really quick. She looks very strong in that. There's a couple bad bounces that gone in past her. The second goal is especially a bad bounce. They just kind of went off her shoulder, but she just turned at a weird angle and bounced off her shoulder into the net. And the third goal just didn't have much help defensively there in the power play. It's a strong power play the Boston Pride have, and the player was left wide open on the back door there and just kind of easy tap in. So.
And even that first goal, a deflection out in front on a point shot, so not much she could do to adjust to get to that point. So Boston with a 3-1 lead, but we've seen the Beauts in this situation before, Justin. There's been a bunch of games, including yesterday they went down 1-0 to Boston and took a 3-1 lead, but even some of those Connecticut games, the Minnesota games, it seems like the games that we've seen in this building, the Beauts have been able to dig out of some holes.
The Minnesota games, we see the Beauts down 3 goals, see them down 4 goals, and they don't care. Put Taylor Kersey out there, also got a third period hat trick. You never know what's going to happen with this team. They don't quit. They got the fight in them, so it's 3-1 after the first period, but this game was not over in terms of both of the Beauts. They are a scrappy team, and they'll find a way back here.
I feel like for the Beauts, MJ Peltier stood out as having a real strong period with the puck on her stick, not just because she had the assist, but we mentioned it seems like all breakouts seem to be going through her stick, beginning behind her own net. We can't forget Boston starts the period with a 33-second power play as Bowie continues to sit for the high stick she committed at the end of period 2. We're about to get underway here, second period. Justin Ehrig here along with me. I'm Steve Bermel. Thanks for tuning in on your Sunday afternoon to twitch.tv/NWHL2 today. Sue knocks that puck off to the side as it rolled in front of Chermova. Brown trying to pressure at the point, near side Fratkin. Fratkin shoots it wide. Puck takes a friendly bounce for the Pride and a real good chance for Dempsey with an open net, but she partially fanned on it. Here's Brand. Down low, shot by Putinha, knocked aside by Sue. She thinks it's to the right, it's over to the left. Puck comes to Fratkin. Bowie's about to step out of the box, but the Pride still with a woman advantage and an opportunity back to the point. Fratkin takes the shot off a glove, goes behind the net. Now the Beauts not only at full strength, but have 5 skaters in the defensive zone. Kelly with a shot. That hits a leg out in front. Might have hit her teammate out front there, and the Beauts will break it out. Sheriff puts it on net. That's a smart play, I think, especially because they've been out there for the entirety of the period so far. Hansen gloves it and holds on.
And not a bad play. Put on net, get a whistle for the team and to change, like you said. Not just automatically turning over possession there as you usually do in the situation.
Wonder if that was an adjustment they made. I mentioned how many times they just get to center ice and dump it in without actually ever getting a forecheck because they needed to make a line change. That's twice now we've seen them put it on net, which maybe that's a new strategy, just trying to get the puck near the net. Here's Bustad at the point, another shot. That gets knocked down out in front. Never got through to Hansen. Beauts trying to keep it in, but won't do so. It's near side to Lang. Lang wires it in behind the net, behind Sue. She tees it up for Bustad, who chips it up looking for a Kersey, but it doesn't get up the boards. Here's Taves behind the net turning with the puck. Bustad and Bowie applying pressure. Kirschberger as well. Now on the backhand, that puck is centered but doesn't get to anybody. Long reach there by Bustad, just knocks it back to the point, but the Beauts can't get it out. Here's the Pride deflecting it out in front of the net. Chance on the wraparound on a backhand. Doesn't get through. Klimasova just dispossessed on that play. Had the puck stolen neatly by Sullivan, and the Beauts cannot get out of their own end. Kirschberger now. Kirschberger feeds it to Bowie. Bowie on the backhand. Klimasova, that's a good pass to a Kersey. It bounces past her, though. A Kersey has to center this maybe to Kirschberger on the drive. Comes out front. Puck sits there for a moment. A good chance there for the Beauts. A Kersey staying on the ice on the forecheck. Now will head to the bench as the Beauts complete the change. That puck is knocked down and held in at the blue line. Good play there to keep it in is Orzechowski. Guillen spinning with it in the near side corner. Good pass to the top, finds McPherson. McPherson turns back, buys herself some space. Looking back door, good chance there. Opportunity for Skarbowski, but she couldn't quite corral it. And now the Pride break out the other way. McPherson stealing the puck away. Once again, Justin, a forward on the back check there because we had Skarbowski drop down toward the net on a pinch. Beauts on the forecheck, center it out front. It hits a leg. It's wide of the net, though. Guillen taken down, no penalty called there. Stacy now has the puck. Stacy on the backhand, feeds it to Skarbowski. Stacy playing the point as Skarbowski rotates around. That shot hits a leg. Skarbowski chips it back into the corner. Penalty coming up here to the Pride as Guillen gets taken down, skating after that puck. A little bit of an obstruction here. We got a hook being called. And the Beauts will head back to the power play. We've seen them strike on the power play once already today.
Yeah, Pride get hemmed in their own zone a bit there, and Buffalo puts the pressure on. They're calling two here. They're calling taking both of them. Calling Bender for a trip and Guillen for a hold, it looks like. Which I didn't see a hold there from Guillen. This is interesting for me. So scratch that. Beauts are not going to power play. We saw the Pride score 3 of their 4 goals, 4-on-4 yesterday. So let's see. Hopefully the Beauts keep the Pride off the board here.
4 aside, which benefited Boston greatly yesterday, as you mentioned, Justin, and we'll see how this one works out as we'll skate 4 aside for 2 minutes. Puck bounce up in the air. Kelly coming up with it. Bowie tussling with Kelly. No harm, no foul there. Just 2 skaters fighting for their ice. There's a hit thrown there by Chermova. Chermova lined up Brand at the blue line and stood her up. And she'll go to the box, 4-on-3.
That's like a penalty out of frustration there. Lined her up and cleaned her clock out there.
Lower the boom a little bit there at the blue line.
Arms up everywhere is an outside play.
Yeah.
Both refs had the penalty. About 14 arms in the air there. So now the Beauts are shorthanded.
It's a good hit, a penalty for sure, but a good hit. Stood her up clean. So 4-on-3 power play now for the Pride. Tons of room out there. That shot on a one-timer by Fratkin, kicked aside by Sue. Fratkin looking at Brand. 3 forwards out there of the 4 skaters for the Pride. Fratkin and Brand changing sides, getting to their on wings now. Brand back to Fratkin. They're going to switch again, and now Fratkin's on her off wing. Brand, one-timer, doesn't get through, deflected out front. Centered, bounced over a stick there. That puck had a little bit too much air on it to be knocked in by Putinha, but now Putinha has the puck. Sends it back to Fratkin. Wines doesn't shoot. Near side to Brand. We've seen Brand cut to the middle so many times. Backhand pass to Fratkin, finds her, looking back for Brand. Unfortunately for the Beauts, just having to mind their gaps. No one could find that loose puck. Fratkin shoots. That's blocked out front. Great block there by Bustad, staying on her feet. Center to the far side, off the goal post. That puck hits the post and goes out of play. Face-off called in the zone, even though if that hit the post, it should be coming out.
There's a lot of movement on this Boston Pride power play. You don't see that. You don't see it a lot of the teams in this league this season. But these Pride players moving everywhere. You see Fratkin and Brand playing catch there with the puck and constantly rotating with each other. And then the give and go, and then Brand drops down low, and another forward moving around to front. A lot of these power plays are stationary, but a lot of movement here with the Pride. It makes it very difficult to defend.
Especially 4-on-3, there's just so much room. We saw a loose puck roll right into the face-off circle. None of the Beauts could come up with it because they didn't want to. They had to mind their gap discipline, which is smart because if you get pulled out of position, you could leave the puck right out front. Second unit out there now for the Pride. There's a one-timer from Fratkin who stays out there and hits a body out front. Does not get through, off the glass and down the ice. A good play there by Orzechowski. Sends it down the ice. 20 seconds left in the offsetting minors and 40 seconds left in the power play. That pass is broken up neatly by Orzechowski. Couldn't quite get out on a breakaway, but that's okay because you're still stalling the rush for the Pride. But they do get in over the line now. Fratkin again playing the whole power play so far for Fratkin. Pride centered it out front, hits a body, comes right back. Now we have 5-on-4 power play as Guillen and Bender come out of the box. So a traditional, if you will, 5-on-4 power play. Guillen comes up with the puck and looking to break out with speed. A backhand pass to McPherson, who drags it through. Up to Guillen. Guillen with time. Penalty coming up here to the Pride. Guillen gets it on net. Good save by Hansen. And now, after 6 seconds, the Beauts will have a power play again. Great breakout by Aaron Guillen.
Aaron Guillen, and don't forget, I mentioned Cassie McPherson there. She brought her hands today. I've never seen her dangle like this at all season. And she brought her stick handling gloves today. She's out there making moves and creates the opportunity for Guillen there. Breaks in on that. A contested opportunity, though, and a big save there by Hansen.
Big contention to the penalty here. It's Taves not happy about the call. She wasn't even sure a penalty was called on her. So 4 aside for just 5 more seconds, and then the Beauts will get to the power play. Puck's out front, rebound. Still sitting loose. Akersi giving chase. Comes up with it and sends it around the boards. Misses everybody. Chermova out of the box. Looked like she might have been heading to the bench, but now stays out on the power play. And they're resetting as Bowie sends it up the middle to Akersi. Akersi has that puck just knocked away from her enough. Brand comes up with it, and you can bet that McKenna Brand is not looking to dump the puck down the ice. Dumps in and gives chase, and despite being shorthanded, look out, penalty there. That looked like Brand could have been banged up a little bit. And Chermova's going to go right back to the box here. I think she's just making her case that she was playing at the puck.
Yeah, it looked a little bad for the puck there, and both players kind of put the body in each other, and Brand was trying to stop, and she fell. Yeah, Chermova's contesting on her way to the box.
I think she said, what do you want me to do there? They're just both trying to get to the puck, but no luck there. Now Chermova just out of the box, right back in.
It's kind of a speed of the game kind of play, and unfortunately someone yeah, it's a dangerous play too, though. If someone falls down like that, it's not intentional, obviously, but
I think they're calling it for a body check, though, which definitely wasn't the case. There wasn't much body-on-body contact at all. It was just thankful. Let's be real. Let's be thankful that Brand's okay, because going into the board skate first like that can lead to some injuries. That puck's deflected and goes just wide. Bender with it at the point, sends it to the far point. We're going to skate 4 aside for a while now. Bender with a one-timer. That shot goes wide and ends up on the stick of Brooke Stacy. Stacy drags it back to her forehand, trying to find some room. Can't get any, though. Sends it around behind the net. Officials in the way there. Boostad gets tripped up by the official and then by a skater, and no penalty called there. McPherson having to send it back behind her own net. Peltier's got it. You had to think that the Beauts would have been out of their own end there if the referee wasn't in the way. Boostad, her pass is deflected, stolen away there. It's Fluke who stole it, sends it far side. Mastel with it, sending it back to the point to Sullivan. Sullivan looks near point to Bender. Bender sends it on net, deflected on the way through, hits a skate and goes wide. Fluke giving chase. Boostad chips it up ahead, and now Stacy brings it down the ice with speed. It's a 1-on-3. Stacy just chips it in, looks to the bench, trying to decide on a forecheck. Does forecheck ultimately. Now she might head to the bench as the puck squirts back out to the neutral zone. Sent near side to Orzechowski. Orzechowski, nice move to get through the middle there. Another nice move, but now lost the puck. Chance for a breakaway there for Sullivan, but the pass didn't get there. Miscommunication from the Beauts leads to what would be a 2-on-1. Instead, we have an icing. And the Beauts now shorthanded for 35 more seconds as Chermova is the only player with a penalty on the board.
Aaron pass there by Lang, looking for the Beauts as Skarbowski was caught in the pivot there, and that pass would have got to the breaking Pride defender. That should have been all alone. As Skarbowski, I said, was pivoting, it would have been tough for her to catch up.
Draw to the left of Hansen is won by the Pride, and they immediately break out on the power play. Kim Brown applying pressure in the neutral zone, doing a good job turning the Pride back around, and now they make an errant pass. And all this is doing is bleeding penalty time down. Great work by Kim Brown. And the Pride still haven't cleared their own end. Turning back around again, it's Putinha. And the Pride still haven't gotten out with only 10 seconds left in the penalty to Chermova. Credit Kim Brown for that. Putinha dispossessed with a nifty poke check there. There's Kirschberger on the forecheck. She was looking for maybe for Chermova out of the box, but nothing there. Pride send it right back in. Chermova out of the box. She's skating with some speed. I think a little fired up from that penalty call. Here's Kirschberger off the boards. It's not going to get out, though. Sheriff trying to come back at Skarbowski. Check that, not Kirschberger. Beauts have it on the near side half wall. Puck's loose, center to the middle. It's Brand. Brand shoots, doesn't get through. Rebound comes to the point. Fratkin winds, goes down low to the goal line, misses everybody. Bounces off the end boards. Little bump taken there, and the Beauts have possession. Can they get it out? No, Fratkin keeping it in at the point. Great work there by the Pride. That puck goes up and over the glass. Off a Beauts stick. They're going to say that bounced off Kim Brown. And the face-off stays in the Beauts' end.
Beauts far to the back at even strength here. We've seen this before. The Beauts sometimes they take a lot of penalties, and it really holds up their 5-on-5 game. They can't get into a rhythm, and I think that's what we're seeing a lot here today. They just can't get it going because they're always shorthanded.
Especially hurtful when you're on the power play and take a penalty. Here comes a Kersey with speed through the middle. She has Klimasova in a 2-on-2. Drops it. Klimasova shoots. Blocked right in front. That shot never got through as Putinha blocked it. Good job on the back check by Putinha. Here comes Fluke through the middle with speed. Cuts to the middle on the backhand now into the slot. Forehand takes a shot deflected out front. Doesn't get through again. Beaut's doing a good job keeping everything away from Tiffany Sue. Klimasova, that's a nice little break outlet pass up high that Klimasova comes up with. Trying to backhand it out front but can't find anybody. Kersey a little frustrated on that play. Heads to the bench. Peltier, another penalty coming up here to the Beauts. Must have happened behind the play. I didn't see it.
Klimasova threw a shoulder into Wasil's back there at the blue line. It was actually a really, really dumb play. Again, like I was talking about the V-State penalties, playing short-handed a lot. Very necessary. What didn't affect the play at all, but the ref saw it, arm up, Beauts back to the penalty kill. Really unfortunate time for that penalty.
So a penalty-ridden second period so far. Penalty-riddled second period. Beauts win the draw. But immediate pressure put on by the Pride, and Fratkin does a nice job keeping that puck in at the blue line with her glove. Dempsey sending it down to the goal line. It's Brand. Brand has it now. Again now after playing catch with Fratkin. Dempsey fans on her pass, but still comes up with it. Fratkin at the point. Sends it over to Kelly. Near side, Dempsey shoots. Great save by Tiffany Sue. Got just enough of that puck with her arm, knocking it up over the glass end of the mesh. Big time save there by Tiffany Sue.
Yeah, just got a piece of it to cause it to deflect off the crossbar. So off the glove, off the crossbar, over the net. Yeah, big play to get a piece of that one.
Good play for her to be aggressive off her line there, make a big save, get big, and get an arm on that puck. Pride winning the draw. It's Fratkin to Kelly. Kelly shooting. Doesn't hit the net. Ends up wide. Back door. That shot goes off the side of the net. Good chance there by the Pride. Kirschberger pinning the puck to the boards. Happy to just kill penalty clock. Pride dig it out. Looking possibly back to the point to Fratkin, but Dempsey overplays it. Good play there by Guillen. Guillen almost broke herself out on a breakaway instead. Brand comes up with it again. Dempsey. Fratkin winds. Fires wide off the glass. Putinha coming up with it. Brand. Kirschberger backhands it around the official off the glass. Still not out on a pinch by Fratkin. Brand now Bustad comes up with it. Can she wire it down the ice? Nice move to drag it through. Dispossessed. Kirschberger comes up with it though, and the Beauts finally get out of the zone. Gets to the neutral zone, but no further. Turned over by the Pride. Chipped up off the glass, but once again, the Pride are just going to tag up and bring it right back in. Here's Dempsey sending it over to the far face-off circle. Boston making changes here on their power play. Taves with it now in the corner. Taves sending it out front to Lang. That puck goes wide of the net. Sheriff gives chase. Sheriff trying to dig it out along the near side boards. Two Pride players, Sullivan in there as well. Kirschberger for the Beauts. Bender sending it to the far side post. That shot by Mastel doesn't get through, hits a leg, and the Beauts have a chance to break out here 3-on-2. Sent to the far side boards just down the ice, which is a smart play. Getting fresh troops out there and for all intents and purposes killing the penalty as Klimasova's on her feet. Skarbowski comes up with it. Goes back behind her own net as Sullivan gives chase. Skarbowski, bad pass there to the middle, almost intercepted by Lang, but does make it to the neutral zone. Pride are changing. Orzechowski with it now, sends it to the near side to Skarbowski. Skarbowski, bad pass again to the middle, intercepted, coming right back the other way. The Beauts have got to clean up these breakout passes. They got to get out of their own end with good passes in order to get offense going the other way and to not be hemmed in. Fluke sending it on the backhand up the boards. That shot saved by Sue, ends up behind the net, but the Pride coming right back up with it here. Sent to Rowe. Rowe winds, fires, hits a helmet out in front. That hit Orzechowski in the back of the head. She appears to be okay as she checks her helmet a little bit here. Another shot from the point. Orzechowski tried to block that one as well, playing brave. That puck is centered up the middle. A nice play there. Kersey just gets enough of that to chip it over to Klimasova. Kersey with speed looking. Klimasova wants the drop pass, centered out front off a leg. It's out in front. Klimasova had a look there but couldn't get there. Peltier winds and fires high up over the net. Couple chances here for the Beauts, but now here come the Pride breaking it right back out. It's Fluke through the middle. Fluke centers it. Nice pass there. Shot taken. Hits a body out front. Hit her own player right in the back. That pass to Fratkin. Fratkin with time. She likes to shoot. Winds and fires it wide. Hits the side of the net. Fluke centers. Ends up on the far side point. That shot doesn't get through. Ends up wide. And now the Beauts look to break out here. Long pass. Good job finding McPherson, who just dumps it in, and Ruggiero gives chase. Ruggiero giving chase behind the net. Can't quite come up with it. McPherson applying a forecheck as well. And the Beauts digging away at it on the near side boards. Ruggiero comes up with it. Ends up behind the net, still being wrestled for the puck. And the Pride bring it out 2-on-2 the other way. Chermova whacking at the puck, sends it straight up in the air. Dangerous play there for the Beauts. Brand chips it back to Fratkin over to Kelly. Kelly to Putinha, who sends it in. And Sue tees it up behind the net for Peltier. Peltier, that didn't have enough on it to get around the boards. Putinha comes up with it. Chermova whacking at the puck. McPherson on the backhand to Ruggiero. Big effort for the Beauts to get the puck out of the zone this period so far. Putinha comes up with it, backhands it. Mastel with the shot, doesn't get through, intercepted. Chance for the Beauts going the other way, but they are at the end of their shift. Ruggiero trying to chip it ahead. Chermova will step off the ice, so will Guillen and Ruggiero. And as expected, the Beauts make a wholesale change. Everyone but Peltier got off the ice. Puck being brought to Peltier's side now. Backhanded toward the net, doesn't get through. Brown behind her own net. Finds Bustad. Bustad sending it up the middle. Pass is intercepted though. Kim Brown giving chase on the forecheck. Pride setting up in their own end. Long stretch pass on the tape. That finds Lang. Lang shooting. That hits a body out front. Rebound. Sue with the save. It's still loose. They jam away at it. Sue has that puck under her pad. And we will head to immediate timeout with 5:49 to play. Boston coming in hard. Still up 3-1 in the second period. Welcome back to Northtown Center. Boston playing a really strong period, pretty much controlling puck possession and limiting the Beauts just trying to get out of their own end.
Yeah, Beauts doing a really good job of weathering the storm. No goals lost this period. Not really a lot of great opportunities for Pride, so to speak. I think the Beauts have had probably more, in their limited chances, better opportunities.
Yeah.
But the Beauts just can't stay out of the box this period. That's really what's hampering them right now.
Including ending their own power plays. Pride come up with a puck off the face-off. That shot taken goes just wide of the net that was taken by Wren. Boostad looking to break out of her own end for Bowering. Sheriff now comes up with it and chips it in. Sheriff runs into the linesman, actually gets knocked over by the linesman, much to the chagrin of the Beauts bench. Very frustrated by the lineswoman on that play. Coming back the other way with speed. Putinha with a shot. Sue makes the save. It ends up behind the net. Bowering has it now. Bowering, long pass for Accursi, misses her. Goes in over the blue line. Would have been an icing, but didn't get far enough. Boostad chasing after Dempsey. Dempsey's playing so fast today for the Pride. Looks great out there for Boston. But a good way to take the puck away there by Boostad. Accursi sends it in deep and gives chase. Fratkin off the glass, right out down the ice again. Skarbowski's got it. Passing to Bowie on the near side, but can't quite connect. Kelly turns on the backhand for Dempsey. And a good play here by Brand to chip it up to herself off the boards. Brand sending it to Putinha. Shooting, good save there by Sue. Turning that mini breakaway aside. Fratkin on the backhand, sends it back in behind the net. Sue pokes away at it. Puck's behind the net now. Sue trying to go post to post. Puck bouncing a bit. Accursi settles it down. Klimasova back to Accursi. She sends it in and gives chase. Bowie going after it as well. Orzechowski with a pinch, hits her skate. Long pass, misses everybody. Skarbowski sending it back. That misses everybody, and that will be an icing. Klimasova was looking for the tip. And the face-off will come down to Tiffany Sue's end of the rink.
What a clean hit by the linesman there, huh? Textbook, open ice, body check.
Yeah.
That's why they draw it up.
The entire Beauts bench threw their arms up in unison as Candace Sheriff got put on her backside there trying to get in over the blue line. Off the draw, the Pride come up with the puck, looking back to the point to Mastel. Doesn't get there, though. Beauts come up with it, and Chermova on the backhand chips it out. Coming right back in, though, by the Pride. Lang on the backhand. Look out. Lang throws a little bit of a late punch. Might be heading to the box here for that play. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty as puck was out front. McPherson was in the, that's Wasilk. Check that. But McPherson was in the crease, and Wasilk pushed her over late and will sit in the box for 2 or less.
Bold players trying to get to the crease hard there. And Wasilk draws himself a penalty there for probably a rough, it looks like. The key to this power play is the Beauts keeping it and not taking a penalty of their own.
It's a good strategy.
It's been a long time since Hanson had his shots there, so just get some pucks on that, make her handle something.
Buttes' second unit starts the power play off as their first unit was just on the ice at even strength. Here's Brooke Stacy trying to send it down behind the net. She gets the puck back on her feet. Klimasova wants it. She gets it now. Shooting a wrister too high over the net, and Stacy grabs the puck as they reset. Stacy being hassled there, but chips it down low. They dig away at it. Shot by Boostad doesn't get through. Puck comes near side. The Pride will be the first to get there. Klimasova with a real good pinch to keep it in. Cassidy McPherson with a shot just wide of the net. Stacy tries to grab it. Good play again by Klimasova at the point to keep it in. Klimasova to Guillen. Guillen far side to Boostad. Boostad down low to Stacy. Stacy to Boostad. Boostad almost dispossessed. Would have been a breakaway, but strong on the puck. Sarah Boostad keeping it in. Brooke Stacy to the forehand, shooting, rebound. There was a chance there, and the puck just missed there by McPherson. Klimasova comes up with it. Klimasova gets the puck knocked away, only to the neutral zone, feeds it over to Boostad, and some forwards are changing for the Beauts. And the Pride able to make some changes here too, as the Beauts have to retreat all the way back to their own end. Real good chance there from McPherson. She just couldn't come up with it on the crease. Here's Corinne Bowie to Cassidy McPherson. In over the line with speed. Accursi walking to the net with her. Sent behind the net. Bowie trying to come up with it. Harassed by Kelly. Accursi gives chase into the corner. Back to Chermova at the point. Chermova to Accursi. On the backhand to Bowering. Bowering back to the point. Chermova. Chermova near side. MJ Peltier. Peltier, Chermova, one-timer. That shot doesn't get through. Rebound, backhand, another chance. They whack away at it. Centered out front, it's loose. Oh, they're saying it's in the net. The Beauts are celebrating that it's in the net. A late hit buries. That looks like Bowie got hit from behind. And where they try to find out where the puck is, it's in front of the crease, but we had Beauts players celebrating that there was a goal. And guess what, Justin? A penalty to the Beauts. Corinne Bowie coming to the box.
Looks like Bowering got buried from behind there.
Kelly going to the box as well.
By
So we'll
Kelly and Buffalo Beauts captain and all-star select Corinne Bowie took extreme exception to it and returned the gesture to Kelly there.
So we should be skating 4-on-3 for the next 12 seconds. Wasilk will get out of the box in 12 seconds, and then we'll skate 4 aside for the rest of the period, possibly. Pride still have 4 skaters on the ice. They should only have 3, and now 2 skaters going to the bench.
A little confusion as this scenario here.
Should be 4-on-3 in favor of the Beauts. And
ref at the score box. Yeah, there's 2 penalties on the board here for the Pride. So
nobody's getting an extra
off.
2 that we know of, so this should be right. It should be 4-on-3. The Pride still have 4 skaters out there. The Beauts have 3 skaters out there. I don't know what's happening. Still think we should be skating 4-on-3 in favor of the Beauts. So we're skating 5-on-4. They're going to have them be coincidental minors and skate 5 aside. Well, for 10 seconds here, the Beauts are on the power play. Brooke Stacy with the puck. She loses it at the blue line. Peltier trying to send it down low. It works. Sent back to the back door. Guillen fans on a shot. Good chance on the crease for Erin Guillen, but she fanned on a Chermova shot through some legs, takes a deflection. Brooke Stacy coming up with it on the far side wall. Guillen sending it behind the net. Puck ends up back on Guillen's stick. Guillen looking out front to Stacy, but she can't corral it either. Beauts really asking some questions here in the last minute or so. Chermova with a pinch. Chermova just hurt her knee on that play. They went knee to knee, and Chermova's a little worse for wear. Here's McKenna Brandon over the line, trying to center it on the backhand. Putinha's got it and sends it back in deep. Keep an eye on Chermova on the bench. Skated to the bench without her stick. There's a shot wired wide. Comes back up top to Bender. Bender on the half wall. That's intercepted by Guillen. Guillen has to watch out from behind there as Dempsey steals the puck from her cleanly. Pride tag up and are onside. Putinha on the far side boards. Great stick check there by Peltier. Held in by Mastel. Centered, intercepted cleanly there. It's Kim Brown bringing it back 3-on-2 for the Beauts. Brown with Bowering and Sheriff. Brown looking for Sheriff in the middle. Tries to shoot. It doesn't get through. And now the puck's behind the net. 38 seconds to go here in the second period. It's Lang through the middle. She has Brand with her in front of the net. Lang centering it, looking for Bender. No one there. And the Beauts trying to hustle out of their own end. Kirchberger just chips it off the boards to herself. Ends up in the Pride zone, but immediately turned right back around, and it's Taves sending it in. Giving chase. Boostad playing defense for the Beauts back there. Kim Brown backhands it to Boostad. Off her stick to Bowering. 9 seconds left here in the second period. Check that. Bowering goes to Sheriff. Sheriff backhands it in from the center ice line, and just with that, we are at 3-1 still, a scoreless period. Pride build a 3-1 lead in period number 1, and now after 2, still 3-1. We'll be back right after this break to recap the second period and prep you for the third period. It's NWHL action on twitch.tv. Welcome back to Northtown Center as the Pride still holding on to the 3-1 lead that they built in the first period. I think you kind of summed it up best, Justin, for that second period. If you're Buffalo, you weathered the storm. If you're the Pride, you played very well. So what do you think is going to happen in the third? What's each team hoping to do in the third period?
I think the Boston Pride are going to want to do more of what they did, put the puck in the net. They didn't have really a lot of dangerous scoring opportunities because the Beauts did a good job weathering the storm. But if you're the Beauts, you want to stay out of the box. You want to attack a little more. They're playing aggressive in terms of, like I said earlier, pinching, but they're missing all the pitches. So I'd like to see that stop. Just play a little more in your face to Boston. They're giving them a lot more space than they did yesterday, and they were porking over the puck in under pressure, and they're not doing that today. So I'd like to see the Beauts be more aggressive in attacking the Pride.
We'll have to keep an eye on Lenka Chermova. She looked a little banged up after going knee to knee with McKenna Brand. Not sure I saw her take a shift after that, but it was late in the period, so we'll keep an eye on Chermova, see if she's okay.
Saw her get out the bench there, and a trainer came over. It looked like she's pointing down at her ankle, and then there was less saw the trainer, so I think she'll be fine. Hopefully she'll be fine. That could be a big loss to the Beauts because she's the mainstay on that top pairing with MJ Peltier.
And on the top power play unit as well, which we did see once again. Beauts took a penalty with 12 seconds to go in their power play and not really able to get much set up. A couple good chances. McPherson out front had a good look. Guillen had one out front. You mentioned how well you think Erin Guillen's played today.
Yeah, she's been a spark plug out there, absolutely everywhere. Making plays with their speed and just like I said, whenever the Pride defenders are under pressure, they're turning the puck over, and Guillen's causing a lot of that yesterday and a little bit today.
And if you're the Beauts, we talked about what they might have talked about, what they might have said at intermission. It's kind of like, well, we only have 12 shots up to this point. We maybe aren't playing well, but we're far from out of this game. That's got to be the message that Coach Parham has given to the women.
And I'm telling Parham, good job, keeping the puck out of the net all around, but I'm also trying to spark some energy in them. We're not seeing the same jump as they had yesterday evening, but they're playing a solid game here defensively in the second period, so if I'm the coach, I'm just trying to spark some energy into the team.
Tiffany Sue been tested a few times, making some pretty good saves. Hansen hasn't been tested much at all. We mentioned only 12 shots on goal for the Beauts, only 5 in the second period. They're going to need to get some pucks on Hansen.
It's a real thing that goalies get cold, goalies get into rhythm, and that's when they get hot, as they say. And the key is, I would just come out and start putting shots in there because he's going to fumble them.
Well, third period underway here at Northtown Center. Coach Parham sending his third line out again to start the period. Chermova is on the ice with Peltier. Good to see that. Bowering shot. Wired that one right at Hansen, but a good job by Victoria Hansen to pin that to her chest and hold on.
Hansen making a liar to me and not fumbling that puck at all. Hauling in the rebound there.
Right into the crest and able to pin it there, but a good shot from Bowering. Good look early.
Brooks Dacey lineup today, but we're not seeing much of her. Seeing her on the power play mostly. I've only seen one or two short, even strengths just for here. Today.
It's just hard to break up Guillen and Ruggiero with the energy that they bring. You want to leave them on the wing, but puck's on the near side boards. Pride trying to break it out, but Sheriff comes up with it, tried to drag it to her forehand. Sheriff fighting off 2 checks at the same time and does end up coming up with the puck somehow. Great effort by Candace Sheriff. Here's Bowering, 1-on-4. She gets tripped up after she loses the puck. Now she has it again. Peltier with a good pinch. Becky Bowering with a real strong shift to start this period. Beauts changing their all wholesale changes for the Beauts, changing to the top line as well as their second pairing on defense. Kersey dispossessed by Mastel, and the puck goes deep. Bustad has to be quick on it because Taves is giving chase and trying to come up with it. Bustad does, has a Kersey at the blue line, finds her. Kersey just tries to tip it out, but it doesn't get there. Putinha keeps it in twice. Here's a chance. That's a look there for Taves, sending it out front to Dempsey. Backhand. Oh, Taves had a real good chance to bury that one, but couldn't quite get a stick on it. Net was wide open, and the Beauts will be happy to not have that one. And there we have a whistle. Bustad was knocked over. I think we have a penalty coming up here to the Pride, although they didn't have the puck, but this is a penalty coming up to the Pride?
Nope.
No. What do we have a whistle for then?
That came out the Morgans, I believe. Nice backdoor chance there for the Boston Pride. The Beauts been leaving it open all day. This is the 4th or 5th time that the Boston Pride has just missed that. The play's been there, but they're just not cashing in and missing tapping it in.
Pride win the draw. It's Wren retreating back to her own end. Sends it over to her D partner. Brand bringing it over the line with Dempsey giving chase as well. McPherson turning it up the boards. It's not out though. Brand sending it down low. Dempsey trying to come up with it. Brand to the 2 17s battle in the corner. McPherson and Brand. McPherson up and off the boards. Does get it out. Guillen chipping it ahead. But unfortunately Ruggiero couldn't get to that puck. And a 3-on-2 coming back the other way. It's Dempsey with speed. Dempsey cuts to the middle. Kicked away by Sue. And the rebound quickly grabbed by Orzechowski, who sends it around the boards. Pride keeping it in, however. Looking to center that puck, but it doesn't get out front, blocked away. Beauts have to get out of their own end here. McPherson spinning back behind her own net. Forecheck here from the Pride, almost forces a turnover, and now the Beauts will break it out. Not quite, now here we go. It's Ruggiero chipping it in, trying to give chase, but Kelly squeezes her out. No line for her to take to the puck. Fratkin sends it around the boards. Beauts come up with it in the neutral zone. Good pass to Sheriff, trying to tip it ahead, no luck. Good play there by Kelly right at her own blue line. Here's Fluke in over the line. Fluke trying to backhand it to the middle. That's broken up. Pride send it down below the goal line. Skarbowski trying to dig it out. Bowering trying to provide some support at the same time. Pride have it. Sent back to the point. Deflected back down into the corner. It's with Fluke. Fluke trying to backhand it out front. Skarbowski covers up nicely. Bowering around the boards. Kim Brown trying to come up with it. She does. Can't get it out though. Set it up at the blue line. Fratkin winds and fires, looking for the deflection out front. It doesn't get through. Puck ends up in the corner. Lang trying to dig it out. Once again, Beauts hemmed in their own end here. 3 clearing attempts have been unsuccessful as the Pride just continue to put pressure on the Beauts. Now they'll break it out 3-on-2 going back the other way. It's Kim Brown who just has to dump it in because she's at the end of her shift. Sheriff, despite being at the end of her shift, gives chase. Bowie trying to forecheck there. Peltier comes up with it in the neutral zone. Klimasova trying to get it in deep and does. Bowie giving chase on the far side. Fratkin rings it around the boards. It doesn't get out. Good pinch there by Kersey. Here's Bowie trying to get it out front. Ends up behind the net. Oh, look out. That is a very big hit by Kelly. That was not a good hit at all. Training staff being called out on the ice. Can't see who's down here. Peltier and Chermova.
Yeah, dangerous hit there. On the boards by Lauren Kelly.
Might be Klimasova that's down. Looking at Bowie and looking at Kersey, it might be Klimasova who's down over there.
Looks like Kelly's getting a boot here.
So Kelly will be excused from the game here. Klimasova still down on the ice, if that is in fact who is down. Sorry, I can't get a look at an arm or the sweater number here because of the way she was laying on the ice. That's a bad hit from behind. She went head first into the boards, the top of her head, making contact.
Crowd concern. I've never heard it so quiet in this
Yeah, very much so.
Very concerning play here.
And it is Klimasova who stands up. Iveta Klimasova getting some cheers here. A major penalty, rightfully so, called against not only a Pride player, but their top defender in Lauren Kelly. The Pride will need someone to come serve the penalty here. We'll see who ends up being in home for them because Kelly has been excused from the game. Just a bad hit. You hate to see it. You're glad to see Klimasova get up.
It's so good to see Klimasova up. She didn't move for a little bit there. It was kind of terrifying. I was kind of so quiet to start. I was like just standing there watching her, waiting for her to move, and actually did start moving, which is good. And looks like she's on the neck, on the bench, kind of turning her head around there. I think she might have a little neck thing going on right now.
Getting some attention from the trainer who now walks away, so it looks like Klimasova will be okay. Buffalo's top power play unit out there, which does not normally see Klimasova on it, but we'll see if she comes out for the second power play unit. Look out, chance out front, shorthanded for the Pride. Penalty coming up here to the Beauts, so very quickly, Bowie will go to the penalty box here for burying her check in front of Sue, and the major penalty will be reduced now. When all is said and done, in theory, you could have a 2.5-minute penalty that won't expire on a goal, but once again, the Beauts taking a bad penalty that take away power play time.
We talked a lot about the Beauts taking a penalty on their power plays. I don't think it's a bad penalty, sorry, Steve, was that puck was sitting there just begging to be tapped in, and I think it was a good play to come down there and clear out the crease, as Chermova did there. Don't hate that penalty at all. I think it's actually a good penalty, because that was the first sure goal if she's coming in, clear out the crease like she did.
Well, Chermova's third penalty of the game by my unofficial count, and we'll skate 4 aside for 2 minutes unless another penalty is called, which in this game I wouldn't be surprised at all to see another penalty called. It's Maria Raspa serving the penalty as the in-home skater for the Pride. Fratkin with a one-timer, deflected on the way through, rebound, big save by Tiffany Sue, getting a right pad on the first shot and coming across, making a great save on the second shot. Good lateral movement from Tiffany Sue there.
A phenomenal save, tracking that puck, and as I said earlier in the game, she's really sharp laterally. As you see, she just plants that foot and over quickly. It makes it look super easy.
Face off to her right now is won by the Pride. Trying to come up with the puck and get set up. Now it's Dempsey. Sends it all the way across the ice to Brand. Kick save by Sue. Good pass by Dempsey. Good shot by Brand. Good save by Sue. Here's Brooke Stacy trying to cut through the middle, seeing some 4-on-4 time. Kirschberger with room. Takes a shot right into the crest. Saved and held by Hansen. A good rush there for the Beauts.
First time really seeing the puck on Brooke Stacy's stick there, and she carries it from end to end there. Get a nice shot on net there for her team.
I think that was Kirschberger that actually ended up putting it on net, but Stacy did carry the play through the neutral zone, which was good to see. Beauts making changes here. Only 3 skaters out. They'll need a 4th. So it's a Kersey and Bowie out there with Boostad, and they leave Kirschberger out there. And she'll come up with the puck off the faceoff and send it down low. Bowie trying to come up with it. Puck dangerously comes out front, but no one there, and the Pride break out of their own end. Taves sending it wide. Putinha. That shot is blocked. Beauts doing a good job collapsing in front of the net and blocking shots today. Putinha trying to center. Can't quite find Sullivan. Beauts have the puck and look to break out of their own end. Still skating 4 aside here. Good pass through the middle, finds a Kersey. She mishandles it. Decides just to fire it on net from the blue line and head off for a change. Bowie giving chase on the forecheck. Comes up with it in her skates. Bowie's got it now. Tipped out front to Peltier on the backhand. Can't quite corral it though. And that puck is chipped away by Mastel. Sullivan coming through the middle now, just looking to dump it in. Maybe not. Carries now. Skates into the middle. Finds a little bit of room on the backhand. Sending it across. That puck's out over the blue line, so Fratkin will have to retreat and reset. 33 seconds left in the penalty to Chermova. 3 minutes left in the major to Kelly. Dempsey in over the line. Good pass to Brand. Brand cutting to the middle. Shoots. That puck hits a leg. Goes wide. I think Cassidy McPherson with the block on that play. Brooke Stacy trying to come up with this puck. Leaves it into the corner as they jam away at it. Tripped up in the corner. No penalty called there once again. Chance here for the Pride. Ends up at the point. Fratkin sending it down low. Brand winding it up. Back to Fratkin on her backhand. Pulls it to her forehand now. Beauts have the power play. That shot was deflected. Ends up behind the net. Brooke Stacy looking to get it out. Beauts are on a power play now. But they'll have to get the puck. Here's Wren. Pride still short-handed. Now here come the Beauts breaking out. Chermova missing the pass to Stacy. Won't get far enough for icing, fortunately for the Beauts. But with 2 minutes left in the major penalty, the Beauts will look to get something going. Sue comes out of net but doesn't play it. Here's Klimasova seeing her first action since taking the hit. Klimasova knocked over, though, and dispossessed cleanly there by Lang. And the Beauts get dispossessed twice trying to break out of their own end. They've got to get something going if they want to generate any offense at all in this major power play. Boostad to Klimasova, to the middle, through the skates of Guillen. Not deflected at all, so that will be an icing, and the Beauts just really struggling on the breakout passes.
Yeah, the passes there. The passes kind of went. It's kind of handcuffed the Kersey there. It's kind of went right through her middle, right through her feet. But yeah, the Beauts really struggling to get out of their own zone here. And this is a good opportunity because if they get a goal, obviously they keep the penalty, so they have a chance at another. And they're not out of this game. It's 3-1. It seems that they're far out of the game because it's been all Pride for the past little while, but they're still very much. They're not far off from getting us back into this game in terms of they're getting opportunities, just not a lot of them.
So they dropped the puck a little early there because Corinne Bowie was still heading to the bench because the Beauts had 6 skaters on the ice. So they'll drop it again to the right of Tiffany Sue. The Beauts win the draw. Boostad to Klimasova, back to Boostad, and the Beauts need to find some urgency and a breakout pass here. You could hear Coach Parham saying go, go, go from the bench, waiting for them to break out. Klimasova goes to the far side, misses everybody once again. This puck is gathered and tried to send out. No luck, but on the second effort, Rowe is able to send it out. Beauts have yet to even gain the zone on this power play, going back to previously before the penalty to Chermova.
We talked a lot about their passes over this weekend and how sharp they were and on point, and the breakouts, they're just not there this almost the entire game.
Boostad sent back behind her own net yet again. We haven't even seen the Beauts gain center ice, even with the skater advantage. Boostad, that puck was deflected. They're calling an icing. I heard that puck deflect right in front of me. 2 Beauts were there, and I think a Kersey got a piece of that puck. I heard it deflect, but once again, a bad pass leads to an icing.
It's a point where he's got to, at this point, I was put Peltier on the ice as she is and just give her the puck and have her do her MJ Peltier thing, coast to coast, down in the zone, and set up shop.
Beauts win the draw. Boostad can't come up with it, though. So Dempsey chips it around behind the net. We've seen the Pride put their top players out at the end of every penalty to be the final killers. You'll see Brand and Dempsey out there trying to generate some offense. It's Putinha and Brand right now. And the Beauts being forced to reset again. Just 30 seconds to go in this power play. Peltier's pass intercepted cleanly by Dempsey. Peltier tied up. She's got it again, and with 20 seconds to go, the Beauts will once again try to break out of their own end. Credit to the Pride here. Great forechecking despite being down a skater. Absolutely no sign at all of the Pride not trying to forecheck. Bowering sends it in deep with just 5 to go on the power play. The Pride will have killed a full 5-minute penalty. We're skating back 5 aside. McPherson digging at the puck behind the net, trying to chip it out front. She dives to do so. Kersey, backhand play, good pinch there. That's knee-to-knee contact. Chermova just having a rough day today, whacking legs with people. Puck hops up in the air. Kersey knocks it down, sends it back in deep. And the Beauts will make changes. Fratkin behind her own net on the backhand. That should be that's straight out of play. That puck went straight out of play, hitting nothing.
Chermova looking a little bit in pain there on the bench after taking her second knee collision there, this time from McKenna Brand.
It's good effort by her to keep that play in, as well as McPherson to send that puck out front with a dive. The previously mentioned Cassidy McPherson on the draw here. They drop the puck. Skarbowski's shot hits Lang right in front of her and goes off to the boards. Here comes Taves down the right wing for the Pride. Taves in over the line. Goes around behind the net. Dispossessed really neatly there by Skarbowski, who lost an edge and still stick checked the puck away. Skarbowski loses an edge again and goes down. Puck centered out front and intercepted, and here come the Beauts the other way. It's Guillen. Guillen in over the line with speed, chipping it ahead to herself and giving chase. Guillen and Mastel go to the boards together. Ruggiero trying to come up with it. It's in the slot, but the Pride have it. Intercepted there by Klimasova, but turned over, and Klimasova heading back on the back check now as Maria Raspa brings it in. She served the penalty as the in-home player for 5 minutes that Kelly took. That shot from Raspa kicked aside, rebound, another save by Tiffany Sue. Bad rebound, good save on the second effort there. They jam away at it in the corner. Kirschberger now taking it behind her own net, looking to break out with Klimasova in front of her to a Kersey. That puck bounced right off a Kersey's stick, but here's Kirschberger with speed through the middle. Kirschberger's shot deflected up in the air, lands to the side of the net. A Kersey trying to win a puck battle there, loses her footing. Here's the Beauts coming up with it, and we have a penalty coming up here to the Beauts. 9:15 to play here in period number 3. 3-1 Boston, and the Pride will have a power play coming back from this break. Period 3 just about halfway over, or just over halfway over. Beauts still trailing 3-1, and now shorthanded as Taylor Kersey took a 2-minute hooking penalty in the offensive zone. And it really feels like the Beauts have to dig themselves out of a hole, even more so now that they're shorthanded.
They haven't played a bad game at all today at all, but they've been their own worst enemy in terms of not being able to stay out of the box. That's been their only issue today, in my opinion.
Beauts do get it out of the zone. Sheriff chipping it off the boards into the neutral zone. And the Pride resetting. Brand through the zone with speed, has Dempsey and Putinha with her. Sends it near side. It's Rowe. Rowe wings it around the boards. Chermova gets there, hacks away at it. But the Pride have 2 players behind the Buffalo net in the office and gets set up. Here's Brand to Fratkin. One-timer, takes the shot, blocked out front. Rebound, goes to the back door, nobody there. Good shot block by Chermova. Almost led to a chance for the Pride. Putinha couldn't corral it, though. Peltier using the glass. Bounces up in the air off of Rowe, stays in the zone. Putinha looking back to the point. Finds Rowe. Jenna Rowe's shot blocked by Sheriff. Great job by Candace Sheriff. Good shot block, and that gets knocked down the ice by Kim Brown. Good start to the penalty kill for the Beauts. Pride making some changes. Racing through the middle is Mastel. Mastel back to Putinha. Putinha squeezed out along the boards. They dig away at it. 45 seconds to go in the power play, and the Pride have to reset in the neutral zone. Mastel sends it over to Bender, back to Mastel. Mastel passing the skates. And the skates of Taves and ends up on Guillen's stick. And the Pride can't quite get through the neutral zone yet. Now it looks like they will. Mastel just sends it in behind the net. Skarbowski gets there first but can't play the puck. Now on the backhand, loses it. McPherson battling back there, Skarbowski. Sullivan was battling there for the Pride as well. Here's Mastel, winds, shoots, gets a deflection out front. And that goes up and out of play, I think. And we'll have a face-off with 6 seconds left in the penalty to Accursi. Face-off to Sue's right.
A nice low shot there by Brianna Mastel through traffic. Hits a body, dangerous deflection. It actually just missed deflecting towards the net, and it would have hit open net there too.
Pride win the draw. Mastel with the puck, sending it over to her D partner. Shot taken there, blocked again. Great job by the Beauts blocking shots today. That puck's behind Tiffany Sue. Where is it? They whack away at it. It's still loose. And now finally a whistle. I would like to think if that puck went in based on yesterday, there may have been a call for goaltender interference. Tiffany Sue got a little bent out of shape there, literally, as her legs were underneath her and she tried to find the puck behind her. Sue gets up here.
Nice team defense there by the Beauts. Like to see that everyone's there aware of where the puck is, and everyone's in the crease. Literally everyone's in the crease trying to keep her out of the zone. Kareem Bowie's did a real nice job today, cleaning bodies out of the crease. Your coach did not look for the puck, just move bodies, and Kareem Bowie's done a good job with that. Taking a penalty one time, but sometimes it's worth it.
And just doing a good job overall of collapsing to the front of the net, blocking shots and then collapsing down to get clear rebounds. Pride win the draw. Skating 5 aside now. Hasn't happened too often over the last 2 periods that we've skated 5-on-5. That shot by Brand hits a leg and goes wide. Puck goes behind the net. Kirschberger over there trying to knock the puck away. Now the Beauts have possession, ringing it around the boards. This is not going to get out. It does only because Wren didn't hold the blue line, and Accursi comes up with the puck. Taylor Accursi chipping it to Bowie. Bowie in over the line. Bowie with speed, knocked over. Takes out her check as well. Bowie tried to get that puck on net, but had no luck there. Good play by Klimasova to keep it in. Bowie giving chase behind the net, comes up with it on the backhand. Knocked away, though, and the Pride look to break out and do. Puck ends up with Chermova at center ice. Chermova passing it to Bowie. She does not deflect it, and it's called an icing once again. 6:12 to go in period 3.
Interesting calls. It seemed to me as Chermova was right in front of us, right in front of me, who I'm past the red line, and that was called an icing.
Right at Bowie. I thought that might have hit her skate or something along the way. Face off to Sue's right. Puck is down. They battle for it along the corner. Peltier with the first breakout pass. That pass misses everybody. That'll be, now they can say no icing there. That pass was deflected by Mastel. Thought that was an icing coming for sure. Here come the Pride through the middle with speed. Sullivan was very close to being offside, but is called onside. Lang loses her stick, somehow gets it back, and Sullivan has the puck. Sullivan is dispossessed now. Puck jammed up the boards, but not out. Brooke Stacy digging away at it, trying to get that puck off the board. She gets it out on the backhand, right to Mastel. Mastel sends it to Taves on the far boards, right in front of the Pride bench. Mastel up the middle. Sullivan trying to tip it ahead. Chermova over to Peltier. Peltier pass with some air on it. Finds Brooke Stacy on the near side. Stacy gets it in over the blue line, but not much further. And the Pride immediately break it out again. It's Fluke. Her pass is intercepted by Guillen. Guillen winds up through the neutral zone. Guillen going down, driving behind the net, tips the puck around. Unfortunately, no one over there for the Beauts. A hard pinch by Bustad, but she misses the puck, and the Pride go back the other way. It's Lang now with a shot that's tipped aside by Tiffany Sue after it was deflected. Good forecheck here by the Pride. Tipped out front, not into the net. Now they call it a goal. It's in the net. That puck ends up behind Tiffany Sue, and a second deflection might have been tipped in out of the crease there. Beauts arguing a call here that maybe that was under Sue, but puck was certainly loose in the crease, and the Pride tip it in. That's Emily Fluke with the goal. 4-1 Pride with 4:52 to play.
You know, I said earlier, just gotta throw pucks on net no matter where you are. Parker just threw that puck in front of the net, and you know, I kind of lost it from there. Puck was everywhere, and I thought it was under Stu the whole time, but finds his way in the net, and it was just becomes a much harder climb back for the Beauts here. Now down 3 goals late in the third period, only 5 minutes left. I'm not seeing much signs of life here out of the Beauts offense so far this period either. So see what they can do to get going here in offense.
Off the draw, it's muddied up in the middle of the neutral zone as both teams vying just to get possession of the puck. That pass was deflected, and they're still kicking away at it in the neutral zone. Goal awarded to Mary Parker, it looks like. I don't even think Mary Parker is playing. I think that was Emily Fluke's goal. All right, Beauts trying to break out of their own end. Their third line out there. Here's Bustad from her defensive position, centering it for Sheriff. Misses her, but finds Kim Brown. Brown turns, centers it to the middle. No one there for the Beauts. Bowering giving chase. Puck bounced up in the air. Good job by Peltier to keep it in. She just sends it to the far side corner. Klimasova with speed off the bench. Does a good job keeping the puck in, getting it deep. And now has it, turning, looking back to the middle. Her attempted centering pass is stolen, and now 3-on-2 for the Pride the other way. It's Brand through the middle looking for Putinha. That pass was deflected but stayed onside. Putinha taking a bump along the boards. A little physical here on the near side as bodies are banking into the glass left and right. Looks like Coach Parham is double shifting the first line. Bowie in over the line, taking a shot. That was going wide anyway, but gloved and held by Victoria Hansen. She has not had to do much in these past 17 minutes.
Kareem Bowie just getting the puck to neutral zone, cross the line, firing a shot on net, trying to get anything going for her team here. Just looking for a bounce and any kind of spark you can get. Any kind of, sometimes a shot, first shot on net can just get your team going here.
Puck is down here, and they whack away at it in the face-off circle. Still jamming for the puck, and the Pride come up with it and look to break out. It's Sullivan. She chips it up the boards. Taves comes up with it on her backhand. She's checked by Chermova. Bowie ringing it around the boards from behind her own net. Klimasova fanned on her pass, but had found Bowie anyway. Kersey with a nice stick lift. Winds, fires, saved by Hansen. Great stick lift by Kersey to spring herself for that look. And a hard shot is gloved and held by Victoria Hansen.
Yeah, Kersey is a fun player to watch. She's such an effort player. She gives it her all every shift, no matter what the score is, no matter what situation. And she makes opportunities for herself. She's not someone out there that's going to get open and wait for the puck to be fed to her. She's out there and she creates all of her own space and all her own opportunities.
Off the draw, puck's rung around the net by the Pride. Puck comes up to Wasilk, who can't quite get it out. Guillen using her speed to get over to the far side boards, jamming away at it. Puck's loose. Stacy trying to come up with it, but can't. And the Pride do come up with it. Fluke's going to try to get it out, but she can't. Here's a chance for the Beauts. Center to Stacy. She can't quite get a stick on it and fell down onto her backside. A good stick lift there. That's Guillen lifting that stick. Shooting. Oh, got a deflection out front that just went wide. Good shift there for Stacy, Guillen, and McPherson. Brand bringing it back the other way. That's got to be a tripping penalty against the Pride. I don't know what the call is here. Looks like that might have been, it's Raspa Raspa just went down on her hands and knees and tabletop Brooke Stacy, who was trying to back check. So we should get a call for a trip here against Maria Raspa.
Tough shoot there for Stacy, getting knocked around a couple times. The fight for the puck. Raspa taking exception to the penalty here, yelling at the ref, but
the official called it interference.
There's a fight for the puck there. Stacy got the worst end of it. This is a big time. This is a big chance for the Beauts. They need to do something here to get a spark to light that fire.
Bowie battling for the puck along the far boards. Backhands it down to Bowering. Back to Bowie, up to the point. Peltier, Bowie. Here's Bowering. The Beauts have got to get the puck to the net here. There's a chance. If 2 minutes on the clock, down 3. They've just got to get pucks to the net here. They're cycling, but they're not getting the puck to the net. Bowering behind the net to Peltier. Peltier centers it across to Kersey. Backhand. That goes wide of the net. Kersey sending it back to the point. Finds Chermova. Chermova on the backhand. Back to Kersey. Tips it down low to Bowering. Bowering centers to Bowie. That shot saved by Hansen. Rebound. Kersey puts it over the net. Peltier giving chase on the backhand. Becky Bowering. Bowie jams it along the boards. Peltier pinching in on her backhand now, pulls it to her forehand, sends it behind the net to the office. Bowering. Peltier just got taken down without a call. Bowering. Peltier now in the corner. Peltier to Bowie. Bowie trying to center it back to Peltier. Puck comes loose in front. Pride breaking away the other way. It's Brand. She's got some time and space. Brand shoots, saved by Sue, and she will hold on to the puck. Looks like she wanted to move it, understandably, with just 1:07 to go.
How valuable are players like McKenna, Brand, and Jill Dempsey? Not only are they great offensively, but they're out there killing almost every penalty, and they're effective. They're great. They're strong defensively, and they're very effective on offense. A lot of skill and speed.
And when they come up with the puck, look out. They're shot out of a cannon going into the offensive zone. Here's a shot from Taves, kicked by Sue, pops up in the air. 1 minute to go here in regulation as Bustad sets up behind her own net. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Beauts. Here's Klimasova, gets to the blue line, fires a shot, she scores! Iveta Klimasova, known for a heavy, hard shot, just gains the blue line and beats Hansen's glove hand into the top corner of the net. 4-2 with 50.4 seconds to go.
We talk a lot about Klimasova's shot. She has a hard slap shot, heavy shot, and she crosses the blue line and just rips that thing top shelf, perfectly placed at the top shelf, and beats Hansen clean. When a goalie gets beat clean like that, you know that shot had some heat on it.
And Hansen was ready with the glove hand high.
And it was a hard shot. It was from a long distance, so she saw it the whole way.
One stride over the blue line, and she let fly.
That thing was steaming.
Now we'll keep an eye on the Beauts if they can gain possession of the puck if Sue heads to the bench. She looks up now, staying in the crease, though, even though the puck's in the offensive zone. Coach Parham is calling for Sue to go to the bench, but she doesn't see it. Sue is being called to the bench, and she's not seeing that she's being called that way. Here's Bowie. Bowie in over the line over the blue line. Coach Parham still calling Sue to the bench. She's still in the crease. She's not coming to the bench with 18 seconds to go. There's a pass by McPherson over to Accursi. She shoots and fires it wide. Now Sue finally gets to the bench with only 10 seconds to play here in the period in the regulation. 6-5 as the clock counts down. Puck just pinned to the boards. Here's Bustad with a shot that's blocked neatly. And the Boston Pride come to Buffalo with a sweep and improve to a perfect 13-0 on the season. The class of the NWHL thus far have been the Pride. A convincing 4-2 victory for Boston here in Buffalo.
Yeah, the Pride come in here, and they come in and do what they do. Played two strong hockey games yesterday, but Beauts were probably the better team in my opinion throughout the whole game. But they found a way to come out with the extra point there, take away the overtime victory. But today came in here and just kind of shut down. They kind of locked up the whole ice there in the Beauts and drew in a lot of penalties. And it's a strong team to beat. And it's easy to get frustrated against a team like this because they can lock you up so much. And that's how you get kind of going into this kind of penalties that the Beauts took here today.
So we'll be back after this. We'll break down the game for you with a scoring recap back after this break to summarize the Boston 4-2 win over the Buffalo Beauts. Welcome back to the Northtown Center where the Boston Pride able to skate out with a 4-2 victory after a 4-3 overtime win yesterday. So two big wins for the Pride to improve to a perfect 13-0. Beauts a little bit overmatched. They played well, especially for long stretches of the game yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't come up with but one overtime loss. But Boston is showing, as you said, they do what they do, and just finding ways to win both of these games almost in completely different fashion for the Pride, but a big 2-0 weekend for the Pride.
Yeah, they're actually two very different games. Yesterday was kind of a really tightly contested match, and today felt one-sided. It wasn't in a couple of senses, but there's a lot of penalties for the Beauts. They couldn't get their 5-on-5 offense going at all due to that fact. But yesterday, a really strong game for the Beauts, a great team game, and today just couldn't get it going.
So you mentioned the one-sidedness of the the stats, it felt like a one-sided game. Your final shots, the Boston Pride hang up 34. They go 15 in the first, 8 in the second, 11 in the third, for a total of 34. Buffalo mustering just 20 shots, 7 in the first, 5 in the second, and 8 in the third for a total of 20. Your scoring summary, the first period scoring opened by Jillian Dempsey of the Boston Pride at 7:26. That was at even strength. At 10:17, another even strength goal, this time from Christina Putinha, gave them a 2-0 lead. Buffalo answered. Corinne Bowie on the power play off an MJ Peltier shot made the score 2-1, but Boston quickly gained a 3-1 lead with 15:50 to go in the first period on the power play by Dempsey again. Another goal from Dempsey. You had a scoreless second period. It stayed a 3-1 game despite Boston coming in waves. Third period saw an even strength goal by Emily Fluke late, 15:08 into the period, and then at 19:10, a slap shot from Iveta Klimasova, unassisted, found the back of the net. So that is how it shook out as a 4-2 win. So, Justin, outdoors next week at Riverworks as the Riveters come to town to play the Beauts.
Yeah, it should be a really fun time. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. Riverworks is a very cool place. Fun game for hockey game because you're right there on the water. You can really see it right from where you're standing. It's going to be cold. Dress warm if you're coming. But it should be I'm actually really excited because it should be buzzing in there.
Yeah, get your tickets at nwhl.zone/tickets for the games next weekend. Beauts are home a lot coming up here. So if you're watching on twitch.tv and you are in the Buffalo area, come check out a game here at Northtown Center at Riverworks. Beauts are home an awful lot in the next month here. Most weekends we'll have 2 games for you on twitch.tv or here at Northtown Center or at Riverworks. Until that game at Riverworks next Saturday, for Justin Eric, I'm Steve Bermel. Thanks for tuning in. Final score, Boston 4, Beauts 2. Thanks for tuning in to NWHL Hockey here on twitch.tv.